Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to understand how to use where condition. Okay. So this is very important. Some people may ask you these questions also in the interview. So first of all, I'll tell you the syntax. So now let's say we are taking the same example as employee table. So now if I wanted to retrieve the data from this table, so I use select star from employee and then execute the query. So if you execute this query, then you will be able to see the data which is there in the employee table. So now I'll tell you the syntax for where condition. Select star from employee where, and then you are going to write the condition whatever you wanted to. So when I say condition, for example, I wanted to know the person from Hyderabad, the employee from Hyderabad. So the interviewer may ask you a question in a table, employee table. I wanted to see the people or employees from the city Hyderabad. So in that case, what you need to know? You need to know what column will give you the city of the employee. If you see here, employee city is the column which will give the corresponding city of the employee. So select star means all the columns it will display. So if you wanted to write individual columns, you can write the names. So select star from employee where EMP city is equal to Hyderabad. See here, you have to put it in quotes and then end the colon and then try to run the query. Then obviously it will display all the people who are from Hyderabad. So similarly, if you wanted to do the same thing for Bangalore, so Bangalore and try to run this and you should be able to see the people from Bangalore. If at all you wanted to do it for Mumbai, change the place. All the employees from Mumbai will come. Okay. Now assume you are trying to retrieve a query where there is only one person from Mumbai. Let us say I don't have any records from Chennai. I'm trying to write the query. So if I try to write this query, see here, it will not display anything because I don't have any records. So sometimes what they may ask you, they may ask you the total number of employees from Chennai city. So total number of, when they ask you, you have to make use of count star. So in that case, it will tell you the total number of employees. Here it is 0 because nobody is there from Chennai. So if at all, if I write it for Hyderabad, then it should be, I think it is 3 members from Hyderabad. So if it is Mumbai, there is only one person. Then it will display one person from Mumbai. So like that, you will be making use of while query, while condition, and then get the data. For example, if you don't want to get the count, if you wanted to see the records, like select star from employee and then run the statement. So you will be able to see. And what happened now? I don't want to see all the records. As I told you in our earlier video, you just write the column, respective column name, and then try to run the query. Obviously, it will display only those two columns. You can do whatever the way you wanted to display. So this is how you will display the employee table details using where condition. Now, if you see, when I'm trying to get the data for the city name, okay, let me pull the data one more time. See here, if I'm trying to pull the data from city, that is the name of the city. In that case, you have to put it in single quotes. For example, if I wanted to retrieve the data, select star from employee table where EMP age is equal to, let us say, 35 or 33, whatever. So in this case, you no need to put the number in single quotes. So when you are using text, you have to put it in single quotes. When you are trying to do it for numeric, then you just need to put the, you no need to put any quotes for the numeric digit there. So WHERE. Now if you run this program, see this query, if you execute, it will display the total number of records which are with age 35. So this is how you will be able to display the data for text and also the numbers. So similarly, whenever you are doing where condition, so you have so many things can be displayed. So there are operators we might aware. When I say operator, you will have couple of operators. I'll give you an example. One is equal to operator, and then greater than operator, less than or less than operator, greater than or equal to operator, less than or equal to operator, and also you will have not equal to operators. So now we will see one by one how to do this. Okay, so we are going to see all these operators on this particular table. Let me show you the table one more time and then execute the query. So now if you look at, first I wanted to see the condition is equal to condition, which we have already seen. So select star from employee where employee age is equal to 35. If you use this is equal to operator, it will display the employee with the age 35. So if I say age greater than 35, employee age greater than 35 means it will display all the records which are greater than 35. See here 36, 45, 38. If at all I give the age less than 35, then it will display all the records with age less than 35. See here 33. There is one person who is with the age 33. If at all, now what we have seen? We have seen is equal to, we have seen greater than, we have seen less than, and we have seen greater. Now we will see greater than or equal to. What does it mean? It will try to get the information which is greater than 35 and more than 35. So that is what we are going to see now. If you run this program, the query, see here, it shows 35 and then more than 35 age. And if I write less than or equal to, then it will display 35 or less than 35. 35 also it is getting displayed. So when I say less than or equal to, that means it is inclusive. What do you mean by inclusive? It will display 35 as well and also the number which is less than 35. If I give here as greater than 35, it is also equal to is there. That means 35 equal to 35 or greater than 35. Now if I give not equal to, that means it will not display the record which is with age 35. So that means you run this program and see all the records which are not 35 is displayed. This is how you are going to use the operators also in the along with the combination of your where condition. So what are all the operators we have seen? Is equal to operator we have seen, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and not equal to. So these are some of the important interview questions they might ask you, and sometimes some of the SQL they may not use this symbol for not equal to, they might use exclamation not equal to. Okay, when we are learning that SQL databases, at the time you can use that query, but for now for MySQL database you can use this symbol for not equal to. So keep this point and it will be useful for you when you are using with other databases, okay, like Oracle or SQL Server. So at that time you will come to know whether we need to use this or not equal to symbol. Not equal to symbol is exclamation and is equal to. So this they call it as not equal to symbol. And also there is, let us say I wanted to display a range between uh, two two ages. Okay, let's say where employee age between let's say I'll give 36 comma 45. So if you wanted to display the age between 35 and 36 and 45, what is missing here? Let me see. So you have to write only, you don't need to put it in this way, between 36 and 45. Okay, so remember this syntax. So you should not put in brackets. So select star from employee where employee age between 36 and 45. Now if you run this query, then you will be able to see the records which are between 36 and 45. So the question, based upon the question, you have to understand along with your where condition, what are all the other things you have to use, what operator you can make use of with your where condition, and based on that you can answer the question. Okay, now there is one more thing called like. So I wanted to display the city with the name Hyderabad. If I know exactly the name Hyderabad, then I'll use equal to operator. Let us say if I don't know, if I wanted to display the city starts with H, in that case you have to write employee and then where the city, like, what you are going to do is you are going to write the first letter and then you are going to put the single quotes H percentile and then quotes. Now if you run this query, you will be able to see all the records with the city which starts with H letter. So similarly, if you change this to B, then you will be able to see the city which starts with Bangalore. Whatever the records are there in your table, so that will come. So if I start with C, see here what is going to happen. There are no records. That means nothing is displayed. Okay, so this way you will be able to use the operators, and also you can use one more query called in. So employee city, if I wanted to write the people who are from Hyderabad and Bangalore, Hyderabad comma Bangalore. So in this case, it will display both the records from Hyderabad and Bangalore. See here, you select this and then try to execute the query. See here, both the people who are from Hyderabad and Bangalore are displayed. So in means you can give what are all the people you wanted to look at. Those names you can write, specify multiple values. So you can write, let us say, you can write Mumbai also if you want, and then try to run the query. Then obviously it will display all the people who are there from those three cities. Okay, so like that you will be able to make use of your while condition. This is also another important interview question for the database testing. So what is that we have seen? Where condition you have used with operators, and also this where condition currently we have seen it for only select statement. So we can use where statement for update and delete also. When we are going to learn update and delete, at the time I am going to explain you one more time about where clause. So we'll call it as clause. Okay, so clause means a specific condition. So we are going to learn where condition one more time when we are learning update and delete as well. So just remember one more point, DML, so data manipulation language. So there are couple of things you need to remember. So we will have a separate session on DDL, DML and DCL. What is that? For now you forgot about it. So DML stands for data manipulation language. Data manipulation means it is you are going to retrieve the data, that is using select statement. Update, you are going to update the records which are there in the database table, and you are going to delete the data. So when you are trying to make some changes or updates to the database, that is called manipulation. That's the reason these three will come as part of data manipulation language. We will learn more on DDL, DML, DCL once we understand the basics. Okay, DDL, DML and DCL one more time. in a separate video later, but whenever the situation comes in, I generally explain the topic so that you will not forget it. Okay, so for now you are just comfortable on where condition with operators.